One of the noteworthy developments in the realm of multicultural and human diversity studies is the emergence of critical white studies. This evolving field aims to shift the focus away from the entrenched centrality of whiteness in society, subjecting it to the rigorous examination applied to other ethnic and racial minority groups in the United States. Roediger, as indicated by the title of his book, emphasizes the imperative of acknowledging that white is a color concept often overlooked when using terms like people of color. This color, intricately linked to power, privilege, and the intricate racial divisions, extends its influence in nuanced and complex ways, surpassing the apparent surface. Roediger's extensive knowledge on this subject spans a wide spectrum, delving into captivating nuances of American history and exploring various facets of contemporary pop culture, encompassing realms like rock music, movies, hip-hop magazines, and television. His writing unfolds at a brisk pace, navigating unexpected directions that challenge readers to explore unanticipated perspectives. In Chapter 1, Roediger inaugurates his project by debunking assertions from both scholarly and popular circles that argue for the obsolescence of the concept of race. He counters this perspective by pointing to the blending and blurring of racial and ethnic boundaries in society. Notably, the chapter features a full-color reproduction of Eve, a computer-generated representation blending different American racial groups, showcased on the 1993 Time magazine cover titled, "The New Face of America." Roediger's primary critique of the Beyond Race argument lies not in its lack of appeal from a broad humanistic standpoint, but in its perceived shallowness, lacking a robust engagement with U.S. history, social context, and a critical examination of how power has historically been equated with whiteness. This historical entanglement with whiteness, Roediger argues, hinders genuine progress in race relations, emphasizing the importance of confronting these complexities, rather than celebrating a vision of social justice that remains incomplete for too many. In the ensuing dozen chapters, the narrative takes readers on a tumultuous journey through a range of topics. One focal point is an exploration of how white politicians employ coded communications to make racist appeals to conservative constituencies, carefully avoiding explicit references to people of color, while strongly implying the need to control them. Examples, such as George Bush's emblematic Willie Horton ad from 1988, illustrate this tactic. The discussion extends to the reflection of white power in Rush Limbaugh's post-minstrel TV show Antics, a critique of how debates on affirmative action are framed to under-acknowledge white beneficiaries like women, and an examination of how ostensibly race-neutral politics can inadvertently perpetuate racism. Notably, a chapter delves into O.J. Simpson's pre-murder trial strategy for success, involving distancing himself from the black community, while projecting an unthreatening colorless media image. While many of these chapters succeed in bringing white studies beyond academic confines and into the lived experiences of readers, some chapters delve into esoteric topics that may prove challenging to follow. For instance, the exploration of the pursuit of whiteness in the context of the Lincoln-Douglas presidential debates may be intricate, and longer pieces on John Brown's non-white radicalism and a 1929 anti-Eurocentric surrealist map of the world may convey single ideas that might not warrant entire book chapters. This raises questions about the intended audience. On one hand, the assumption of considerable reader general knowledge and the occasionally abstract writing style might make the book seem less accessible as a trade publication. On the other hand, only certain chapters appear suitable for a college classroom setting. Notably, two excellent chapters trace the evolution of turn-of-the-century European immigrants from a status in between white and non-white to fully white and powerful, providing valuable insights into historical shifts in racial identity,